Have you ever heard this? If you have, listen.
Yo, what up, Kai?
How is it going, Cody?
That sounded weird as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
How
Welcome
is
back,
it
yeah.
going?
Gotta enunciate. Yeah.
Dude, we got a comic today.
Yeah,
Finally.
we got another comic on. It's been a minute.
What's up, man? Jon Carden with us.
Use the term comic loosely. You know, I'm just
Bro, I can attest to you, dude. I had you on my shit.
Yeah.
And you killed it, bro. So I'm
Thank
like, I've
you.
seen it.
Thank
So
you.
I don't even have to
Was that the music and
Beats and Bits.
Beats and
Beats
bits.
and Bits.
Yeah. Was that when the cop was in there?
Yeah. Dude, that
Oh,
shit was
dude.
great, bro.
I remember that.
shit
Yeah.
was fucking great.
Yeah, he had been with his fiance for like 4 years or
Dude,
something
that
and
shit.
hadn't married her. And I was like,
It's crazy you remember that specifically because I'm
Yeah.
sure with the amount of interactions you have, it's like you don't remember all of them, dude. Like,
I remember
yeah,
that one because I remember
would-
that joke. I remember, yeah. I was like, you could lock up minorities, but you can't lock up this minority. And she was Mexican. But yeah, it was great. I remember that guy. I was mad at him.
Dude, that is wild. 4 years of engagement, not pulling the trigger on that.
Oh yeah. That's a lease.
Yeah.
That's not even engagement. You're renting to own.
dude. No, but yeah, you're a comedian, bro. You're out here. You're doing shit.
Yeah.
And you're a host of Tammy's Boy podcast as well.
Tammy's Boy podcast.
Yeah. And you just started that, bro. So that's like
I started September 5th. We launched. We started recording in like July area, but yeah, we
Okay.
launched September 5th.
that's cool. Him and I did the same thing. We kind of recorded before we like got here. We were
Yeah.
doing stuff, just kind of like getting ourselves in that. Because podcasting, it's like you got to have that.
You know, the thing is like I've been doing comedy for almost 13 years. I've been literally all over the country. I've opened for big people. I've done all the things. I've headlined myself, but I never put out the product, right? And it's because I never knew what to do. And I just see all these people just doing different shit, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't sing. You know what I mean? So like my friend Josh Adam Myers, Goddamn Comedy Jam. One of the greatest live shows you'll ever see.
Goddamn comedy jam.
Goddamn Comedy Jam. And it's literally just comedians singing songs.
Oh shit.
And it closes out Moontown, closes out Skankfest every year. It's like, it's one of the most fun parties in the world. And I see my friends and stuff doing stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then
I gotta find
eventually,
something for myself.
I'm sitting down with my therapist, and I'm like, what should I do? He goes, you're really good at talking about parents. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I am. I had crazy parents. So yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think I have definitely my mom and both my parents, but in different ways for sure. You get that like I get this anger I have for my father, dude, where I'm like I feel it because I was like,
Did you see your dad angry a lot growing up?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
He was a cop.
Oh shit!
So-
So he was angry.
I mean,
he was
yeah.
angry with a gun. That's different.
But like he said something is like like when I deal with someone, they're having a bad day. Like every interaction when you're a police officer, most often is like
you're
somebody's
seeing
having
somebody
a bad
at like
day.
the worst part of their day. Yeah,
exactly. Like I pulled you over or whatever. Like this is not the best. So
Yeah, it's like being like a
so
proctologist.
that's how all your interactions are going to be colored with people. Which I think over time, which he had a long career, it's like probably. I probably it's hard not to. Although I've seen cops who stay cool and are like less.
My
like,
dad used
you
to
know,
say, he said, cops
edgy.
and proctologists have a lot in common because even on your best day, you're still going to see an asshole.
And
Yeah.
And two, going to that where you're like, you're interacting with someone who's at their absolute lowest, having like a terrible point in their life. Not only are you front row seat to that, but you're also the person who has to deal with it and try and find the solution because this person clearly can't. So that's why you're there in the first place.
Yeah, and also you've got people questioning your solution constantly, right? And it's like, is that allowed by the law? This isn't allowed by the law. That's not. And I mean, here's the thing. I'll give it to most cops. It's like a criminal justice degree. I think it should be mandatory for any police officer, but it's not.
Right.
And I think that causes a few difficulties,
Yes.
I mean, I don't like the theory of Judge Dredd, where we got lawyers doing the policing and judging and all that stuff at once, but I do kind of get it.
Yeah, having that mutual understanding of like what is and what is not good to do.
Absolutely. Somebody that is 100% knowledgeable about the law. Why is the law so complicated that we can't do that? You know what I mean? We
I
got to
think
ask
it's
that
complicated on
question.
purpose, dude.
It is complicated.
It's meant to be complicated.
But then you've also got on the flip side, you have these Constitution auditors that their whole goal and like their whole mission in life is to is to question that and try and expose like areas of lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Where they're being confrontational and, it was like,
Yeah,
no,
start
I
with
have
the
the right
Fed,
to film
dude.
here. Yeah, I have the right to film because like I'm on public property. I'm not being a nuisance. I haven't said this, this, and this. And then it's like, I don't know if I'd want that side to be a cop,
Yeah, I mean, I hear you because there are people that make a living exposing just the holes in the law. Mm-hmm. And so, I don't know. What's the right answer then? You know what I mean?
It's very gray.
It's not fucking horse cops. I know that, okay? I know getting lassoed in 2025 doesn't seem like a viable fucking option.
No, I don't want to get hogtied as a pedestrian.
No.
No.
Dude, I remember being on 6th Street. I was stationed in Fort Hood from 2006 to 2009.
What branch?
Army. And so I remember coming back and coming to Austin. And dude, back then Austin was completely different. It is not the Austin that exists today. Rainey Street was a neighborhood. Okay, nobody was parading
Run
the fact.
down neighborhood.
Yeah, it was a rundown neighborhood. Yeah, it was like Stevie Ray Vaughan's old house and shit, and it was cool. It was like a cool spot to go kick it, man.
Yeah.
But then you had like people that weren't shaving their underarms, and it wasn't for a statement. It was just for a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There were no Californians. It was a completely different time.
The
Real
comedy,
World.
The comedy scene here was different. So,
Fucking Real World
Yeah.
was on 6th Street.
yeah. That was when the only high rise was the Frost Bank building. That was
Yeah,
literally
that was
the
it.
only high rise in downtown.
That was it. And now, dude, it is a completely different place.
That was like
It's-
04.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first South by I went to was 05.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, it was wild back then, and it was a pure, more like, it was a crazy raucous time, but it was like, I go to South by now, and I'm like, dude, I feel this, something's gonna pop off, and I'm like, I don't even want to be here. And I got that feeling last time I was at South by, which was like several years ago, and it was like on Dirty, and it was like that night some shit popped off, like shortly after, where not exactly where I was, but pretty close by, and it's like I'm like, dude, you can't have this many people.
Yeah.
And it's just,
It's like a claustrophobia at some point,
not
even when like, you can walk around and
that's
you
why
have some
festivals
freedom.
are like, everybody's, oh, it's like at a certain point, like it's too much, like too many
there's
people.
too many people here. Yes.
Yeah. 6th Street is, I just don't even go to 6th Street. Dude, I didn't realize you've been around Austin like that long. Where are you from originally?
That's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. All right, here's where it starts. All right. I was born in Danville, Virginia.
Okay.
Originally. At Danville Regional Medical Hospital, August 23rd, right? 1987. That's my origin. From there, it's a fucking pinball machine, brother. I mean, I lived in Ringgold, Virginia. I lived in fucking Brosville, Virginia. And then my mom met her third husband, and we moved to Leesburg, North Carolina. I lived in North Carolina for like 7 years, and then she met her fourth husband when we were in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. She met him. He was a four-finger train conductor from West Virginia. So we ended up moving up to West Virginia.
Sounds like a fucking folk song.
I lived
It's a
in
bluegrass song.
I heard
yeah.
bluegrass,
Pretty much,
a
yeah.
four-finger
train conductor from West Virginia. Yeah, it's a real thing.
man.
Granted, I don't think he had four fingers at the time. I think that occurred at a later date. Anyway, fact remained the same. He's got a nub. Then from there, I was living in West Virginia, and I ended up having to switch high school. I went to 3 high schools my senior year. Because Tammy is supposed to check on some stuff, didn't do it because that's Tammy. And then I get up there, and I was gonna have to go to school in West Virginia for another year to graduate. So I found an abandoned house in Ohio, and made that my address. It was like a condemned home, and made that my address. Graduated from Ohio in 3 months, only going to school 10 a.m. And then from there, Army, and then that was Georgia to Texas, and then when I got out of the Army, I moved to Seattle. I lived in Seattle, like that area, Kitsap Peninsula, for like 3 or 4 years. And then I moved to Phoenix.
Okay.
I was in Phoenix for 6 years, and then made my way back to Austin.
Where did
5
you
years
start
ago.
doing stand-up at?
Originally up in Seattle. Like
Seattle.
that area, yeah. It was a good place to
scene.
start for
Yeah.
me.
I know. Who do I know up there? The fucking came through Tiger one time. Andrew Rivers.
Oh, Rivers is great.
Dude.
Yeah, Rivers is great.
Ah, bro, I haven't seen that guy in a minute, dude. He's funny, dude.
He's great.
Good. Yeah, he's good.
Luke Severai up there. Josh Firestein came out of there. Me. And then when I moved to Phoenix, Phoenix had, hitters as well.
Yeah.
The people that have gone from Phoenix to do shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Michael Longfellow, Jesse Johnson, Chappelle
I think
Lacey.
going way back, like David Spade, isn't he from? Didn't he start up there?
Yeah, but that's not really that's not really my dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, he's not our guy.
Yeah.
Like Michael Longfellow, that's our guy.
Yeah.
You made SNL, dude, from like a kid that went to ASU.
Dude, Cam just got SNL. That was crazy.
It's crazy,
is
man.
wild.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome, dude. It's good. It's cool to see.
It validates this scene though as the kind of scene where if you're making noise here, you can get SNL. Like that's Austin now, dude.
Yeah and no. I mean, I'm with you, but you're talking about Cam caught lightning in a bottle, and not everybody's going to be able to achieve what Cam achieved because not everybody's going to work as hard as Cam has worked.
Yeah,
I've seen Cam,
and is also not as talented. I mean, like let's just be real.
I've seen Cam
To a
drop
degree.
into open mics at 1:30 in the morning after doing a sold out theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it takes a certain level of dog and grind.
It needs to be a certain type
That's
of
Usama
person.
Siddiqui, my
Yeah.
boy from New York, dude. He's the same way, bro. He'll go do the Cellar, and then he'll go do a shitty open mic in Brooklyn. It's just like on that grind. I called it medical school dedication to stand up, like that level of commitment. And those guys succeed. Yeah,
There's been
straight up.
You don't think there's been a Cam before? You don't think there's been another guy that got the bottle rocket to the moon, but he just didn't have the work ethic and he didn't put in the time and the effort? Those guys are a dime a dozen. You can find them all the time. There's been a plethora of people that they put on the rocket ship that couldn't make it to the moon. So I mean,
And then some of those guys too, like Gillis, because he fell off, and then he brought it around, dude, and now he's starting to, he's doing what he's doing.
Gillis fell off as far as the industry goes.
Right.
The people still supported Gillis.
Yeah, that's
And
the difference between like the public appeal versus like media appeal.
Absolutely. It's like what you want to do as an entertainer, as a person, is you want to win the people.
Sure.
And you want to destroy the narrative of the media.
Yep.
And if they trust you enough, right, and you've gained their trust, then you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
It's like Doug Stanhope 101.
Yeah.
Everybody in Doug Stanhope's audience trusts Doug Stanhope.
Yeah. That's one of the like not so talked about things in stand up, like that's super important for a comic in terms of what you're doing with the crowd is that trust.
Yeah.
The concept, the idea of it, because building that is paramount for your ability to have the authority to do whatever the fuck you're going to do, bro, to say.
Well, yeah, absolutely, right. And also, I think credibility. Credibility's big. Where it's like if you're not the subject matter of expert of what the fuck you're talking about, then shut up, dude. I don't want to hear. I'm just saying, man. I don't want to hear a dude in his 50s with 6 kids telling an abortion joke. It's like, bro, obviously you didn't do it. You know what I mean? So you haven't lived through it. You haven't sat in that room where your asshole is percolating. You know what I mean? And you've got sweat pouring down your dick hole, and it's like. If until you sat there and dealt with that, what are you writing jokes about it for? It's like Ernest Hemingway told us this. Write what the fuck you know.
Yeah.
Write what you know.
Yep.
And you see all these edgelords and all these dudes writing trans jokes and all this shit. It's like, if you banged a trans chick, no, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's the other side of Austin that's getting like a real just red light on it right now. It's where there's like that feeling of a prerequisite that you
Well, and
have
they're
to
not
make
wrong.
these certain jokes. Yeah, it's like you have to be edgy. You have to make these like race jokes,
No.
abortion jokes, sex jokes.
Here's
like,
the thing.
it
If
doesn't
it's
need to be that
true, it's not edgy.
right.
And that's the problem with a lot of Austin comedy, man. And I love these dudes. These are my fucking brothers and sisters. I love them. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm saying the narrative that people are trying to uphold is wrong. And everyone's trying to be like, oh, we need to write the best fucking trans joke. We need to write the best this. No, you need to write the best joke about your own human experience. And I tell you what, man, I've written some dark, twisted shit about stuff that I've gone through personally. So like, you don't need to make shit up.
Yeah.
It's like everything, you just got to live.
Yeah. It's preventing you from really connecting with the audience too, because the audience has already heard 5 different trans jokes that night. So if you're sharing something that is dark in that world that you've truly experienced, then they're actually gonna reciprocate with you more than those other 5 comics.
And that's where the road is the equalizer. The road really is, because I'm telling you, if I'm sitting in a room in Kansas City on a Sunday, having sold 45 tickets, most of them, and then let's say the rest papered, right? I've got like maybe 100 people in the room. 40 of them bought tickets to see me. The rest of them are there for free. You think I can launch my best trans joke? No. I'm going to have to hit
Well, you're going to need to couch it.
I've got to make everybody in that room laugh, because I want that 100 to come back next time.
Yeah.
Instead of selling 40, I want to sell 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what the road does. Is the road keeps you honest with what you're doing. And that's the great thing about broadcasting too, though. It's because broadcast builds that trust with people, that they can trust that you're going to be funny and you can talk about the things that you're talking about. And because there's a ton of people, man, TikTokers, Instagrammers, they'll sell tickets, but there's no meat.
Yeah.
There's no
it's
meat.
the meat and potatoes
Well,
that you need. And if you're in a place where you can't have that fresh crowd every night, and it is like in that same zeitgeist, like it's just not gonna. You're gonna have a hard time finding your voice.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Austin comedy is really a lot like Vegas comedy, but it's just a brighter light on it, and your opinion matters more.
I think because it's so new in the larger scheme of things, in terms of like, you know, New York and Los Angeles and you know, all these other big comedy.
I'm just talking about like
Recognizing
structure-wise.
Austin.
Like structure-wise. Like, there's a lot of clubs in Vegas.
Yeah.
A lot of clubs. And, you know, a lot of like short time, like for most comics. But, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I love this city. I love the comics in it. I've had a blast doing comedy here. But the only difficulty, I would say, with Austin comedy is that it's not what people think it is. And everyone thinks it's this edgelord scene, right? And that's because there's a lot of people doing it. Mm-hmm. And I've talked to comics till I'm blue in the face. And we all know that most of us are trying not to do that. Most of the comics here that are working and they're going on the road, we're having to do different shit. So I would say in this city, there's a lot of people doing really good comedy that people don't necessarily know about yet.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
And there has been, bro.
Yeah.
This city's always had it, dude. There's motherfucking killers around here
that
have been around here. And in fact, I was just talking about this the other day. Like some of the old Austin guard, like just doesn't. I don't see them anymore. And there was like an Austin scene that existed prior to Rogan that was fucking great, dude.
Well, people don't talk about how good comedy was before Mothership opened.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they see it as like, oh, that's breathing life back into the city. But
in the Mothership, bro,
it's
it's like
you had shows.
It doesn't feel welcoming, dude. That club doesn't feel welcoming.
I love the Mothership. It's the greatest comedy club to ever exist.
Hold on. First off, fuck you. Fuck
you, bitch.
Okay?
You pandering bitch.
Don't take the fucking. Don't
He's got to get his tickets, man.
Josh Cabaza says the Mothership is the greatest thing that ever happened to comedy ever.
Disclaimer. No, dude, it is a good club. I'm not saying it's not.
Also, I'm not
club.
saying it's bad. We all know what it is. It's a
fucking
Michelin star restaurant that serves comedy. It's one of the.
That's a great way to describe it.
It's one of the premier experiences
It's a
for
haven
comedy.
for free speech.
All right. What I'm saying is, do you remember before it opened when you had like side shows, like Derek Dimple had shows that would have like 150 people in it. You know what I mean? Like everybody's shows were popping before Mothership, right before it opened. And it was just like this little sweet time where it's like everybody's excited about Mothership, so everybody's going out to comedy shows.
Going to Mothership.
No, but everybody was going out to other comedy shows. Yeah, and then all of it went to Mothership, and that's fine. It's cool. It's like you said, premier place for comedy, a beacon of free speech. I mean, really, just the hope of the universe.
Yeah,
I think it might be our Messiah.
Tyler Fisher got banned. Apparently, is that true?
Yeah.
Dude, that's.
Well, that's the side of it that has come out where it's like it is known to be a little bit more on the cliquey side, where it's like if you're not in the group, then you're
that's all comedy though.
Welcome. Yeah, that part's lost on the
that
hate
exists
that
everywhere.
The Mothership gets.
Nobody complains when they're in the clique either, by the way. Which I'm like, dude, the Mothership's great. It's the fucking it's the hub at this point. You know what I mean? Like anything outside of New York City, like to me, dude, and it's like to perform on that stage was fucking amazing. But it's like, I don't feel the warmth. I don't feel like when you go to New York, bro, you go to clubs, maybe not the Cellar so much, but like even the Stand, which is like a dope, you're in these places and it's like there's the hang is there. And it's like over there, it just feels like there's, I don't know, this, like, who cares? Like, I don't, like, I've like been there before. So like, if I'm around these people, it doesn't like, I don't give a shit. But it's like they create that. Like,
has everybody here been to the store?
I haven't actually been to the store. No.
Nobody's been to the comedy store? Mm-mm. The comedy store, for me, just to use the restaurant metaphor a little bit further, the comedy store is like the best family restaurant that you're ever going to go to.
Sounds like the time machine.
No suit, no tie, just what you're wearing. But it's a great everybody's welcome. You can hang out on the patio and end up talking to Louis C.K. for an hour. You know what I mean? You never know who you're going to talk to, what's going to happen to the store. It's non-exclusive while still being somewhat exclusive, which is kind of the appeal of the place. Yeah. And then Mothership kind of took that, and I'm not saying they did it wrong, but they put an elevated level of experience to it. Yeah. And they took that family restaurant and they put a Michelin star on it.
Yeah.
And now instead of it being this area, where like you might be able to see, Joe Rogan and talk to him outside or whatever it may be, that's never going to happen. And it's because of safety reasons. And all those things, all the reasons that it happened had to happen. Yeah. I'm not saying that, none of it was warranted,
Sure.
and that the mothership should be the exact same place as the store.
Yeah.
But that's the difference.
Yeah.
One is an amazing family restaurant, and the
Yeah.
other is a Michelin star restaurant, and both of them are great in their own right.
Creek is
Yeah.
more like that.
Well, and when you put it,
The Creek,
As far as hanging out.
yeah. But for me,
agreed. And kudos to
the
Rebecca
Creek,
for that shit, bro.
the Creek is like the best food truck you're ever gonna eat. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Like,
the old Creek's food was fucking great. I miss the old Long Island City Creek, bro. They
yeah.
had fucking great food there, dude.
Yeah.
The food truck's good, but it's like, yeah, dude, they actually had it was like a legit restaurant at the old Creek.
You know me, man. I love Creek.
Dude, Creek's great. The old
that's home.
Yeah. That's like just shout out Rebecca, dude. She's in fact, I need to solicit Beats and Bits to her because they were like taking open. I saw that they were like submit your show idea, and I'm like, I want to bring that shit back. If I do, I want to have you.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was weird doing comedy with a drummer.
I know that's what it was like. But I'm interested, how did you feel in terms of how he kind of like interacted off of you, basic, like, because my drummer,
It was cool. No,
Yeah.
it was cool. It was like I had done
you didn't feel like
something-
he was like overwhelming you.
No, I had
No.
done something similar in Phoenix. There's a lady there, Genevieve. She ran Jazz and Jokes.
Okay.
So it was like a full jazz
Beats and
band.
Bits is better, dude.
Jazz and Jokes.
Jazz and
dude.
Jokes,
Yeah. Sorry, dude. That's what it was called.
I was just playing.
Yeah,
cool, though.
she ran that, and
Was it like a band? Like-
yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
3-piece, 4-piece
Okay.
band, and I mean, it was cool. But in the same breath, you're just like, why am I? You know what I mean? Like, we can do this so much simpler.
Yeah. Well, to me, it was like something that started at C-Boys or like at the Jade Room upstairs.
Yeah.
And that was a music venue. So I'm like, I need to keep something musical in this
No,
to
I
do
get
comedy
it.
here.
Yeah, no, I
And
get
then,
it.
but the idea was like, this is kind of cool. And then after doing it, I was like, like this is a cool show. So I'm like, I still have that as
For
an
me,
idea.
it works for crowd work.
Yeah.
It works for crowd work for me. It like doing bits was a little bit more difficult
Yeah.
because like I've got my own rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'm trying to match the rhythm of the drummer in a way.
Yeah.
And so it's throwing my rhythm off, and so like I'm not really
Yeah.
feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when you're doing crowd work, it's fine because then you could just kind of like
Dude, dude, I'm glad you brought that up because that was one thing I told him I wanted to talk to you about was just crowd work in general and,
Yeah.
and how you do it. Because, bro, to me, like I've seen different cats try to do it. Crowd work is not. It's
something that's come in and out of focus a lot. Right now, I feel like crowd work is very present in a lot of, especially like new comedians, and it can be done really well.
It can
Or
be done
well, and
really
it's like
really
it's like you're
horrible.
trying to drive a
Yeah.
standard right now, and you don't even know what you're doing. Like,
I would say with me doing crowd work, I'm even like 50-50 sometimes. I mean, I'm not perfect at it. I don't think anybody is. I mean, I have off days. And there's days where I'm just like, I know that I'm not in the mood to do jokes, but also I know I'm not in the mood to talk to people either. And
Yeah.
so I've got to figure out which one I'm more in the mood for. Because I'll have the wrong energy when I talk to people. But I worked with, I sat side stage and watched Big J Okerson for 5 years.
I was gonna say, were you? So you were his like road opener.
Yeah, for a while. And when I could, it was like every other weekend
Yeah.
for a while because I had my kids. So like, I try not to neglect kids for comedy. But yeah, I would be on the road with him, and I'm just sitting side stage, and the stuff I had seen that man do is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like we were at Kansas City Improv.
Well, and you know who he watched?
Yeah, I tell.
And Patrice, dude.
And Patrice, yeah.
Bro, I mean, like, because he was like, dude, he was coming up with those dudes, seeing what they're doing. And like, we talked about crowd work with Xavier Cardona.
Yeah.
And my thing was that it's good if it's a vehicle to get somewhere. So like, my question for you is with your crowd work, bro, like if you're going in with something, where's your thought process in terms of what am I trying to get here? Where am I going to mine the funny, or what am I going to do?
Yeah, how does
to
crowd
get
work
this
work with like the A to B?
Are you
idea?
trying to take this somewhere?
Well, let me tell this story because this kind of sums it up. Like, this is like one of the best things I'd ever seen Jay do, and it was one of those things in the moment. I don't even know if he knew how special it was and how cool it was. We were at Kansas City Improv, and I had opened, and I just featured. While I'm on stage, the woman right in the front row gets up and just leaves, and her husband stayed, but she left. And as I'm coming off, Jay asked me, did anything happen? And I was like, yeah, that woman just kind of left, and she hasn't come back. She left like 10 minutes into my set, and she hadn't come back. And so Big J takes that, right? And he goes on stage, and he's like, so where's your lady? And the dude's like, she left. He's like, you're not concerned? He goes, no, not concerned at all. And so then Big J starts to narrate an Unsolved Mysteries episode. He sent people to the bathroom, to the parking lot, everywhere looking for this girl. Nobody. Then he starts doing the intro music for Unsolved Mysteries, doing the voice. It was a foggy night.
Robert Stack.
Yeah, November 17th. We were at the Kansas City Improv. What happened to Destiny? We'll never know. And it was just doing that. And then he starts to interview himself. And he's like, and the comedian on stage that night, he couldn't believe what happened. And Jay's like, I couldn't believe what happened. And he did the whole fucking thing. The whole episode.
Yeah.
Like every point, that's how many Unsolved Mysteries episodes this dude has watched. He knew every turning point of the plot throughout the missing person to get from beginning to fucking end. And then did the outro.
Dude, that's where just ripe comedic instinct really takes over because
he's the funniest person.
Craft, yeah.
He's the funniest person I've ever met. Like Big J Okerson, without a doubt, is the funniest person that I know and that I've ever met. But yeah, as far as my crowd work goes, like, man, I just have like questions that I ask and places I can go. You know what I mean? It's like, how'd you meet is a question I'll ask all the time. Because it's not something everybody else is asking.
Yeah.
And it's something that I can always talk about because I've met a bunch of people in a bunch of different fucking ways.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you the subject matter expert of? Ask that. And then you could just quote back to them your shit and they laugh.
Yeah, dude. No, well, and it's, you can find something within that, dude. I was going to say too on Big J, I saw him at Webster Hall when he recorded that special.
Yeah.
I got a buddy got a ticket. And so we went and, dude, yeah, I was like, by the end of that, dude, I was like, my stomach, I mean, just from laughing, just my face was hurting from laughing so much, dude. And it's like, I wonder how much of his crowd work is like something that he already had that he
It
was.
depends, man. I've watched, I mean, I don't want to give us, give
Obviously,
his
it's a
secrets away.
magician. Yeah, you don't want to
But-
reveal all your
Real
tricks.
focus.
But
But
yeah.
I mean, he's just the purest at it that I've ever seen,
Yeah.
where he can take a conversation and turn it into comedy.
Yeah.
And
It's probably a mixture, I would imagine. For him.
but he also knows what questions to ask to get you off your guard a little bit too. You know what I mean? Like, when's the last time you licked his butthole?
Okay, just something super far out.
And
Yeah.
and it's like never. Well, why?
Like, why
know,
not? Do
there-
you not love him?
There's the question there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, has it never been tempting? Have you never been over the bed and you've been like, oh man, I want to get a taste of that. It's like, it's all there.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Yeah, it's those probing questions that really make crowd work great in
Yeah.
those instances. Because with going back to the story of like, if that guy, and it sounded like he was just very like standoffish, didn't want to share much, and I'm sure that's sort of the nature of crowd work, of it being 50-50. Someone else might just take that and go, oh yeah, I'm going to move on. They're not engaging. I'm not going to get anything out of this. But for him to take nothing and then turn it into a full bit,
Yeah.
like that's the craft.
Yeah.
It's definitely like also like, I wonder how much of that was just, I'm sure it was just on the fly. He's just, all right, I'm going to do this. And like decides he's going to do it. And
I mean,
then
he's crazy good, man. It's crazy. It's crazy watching him, dude. There's some other great crowd workers too. I mean, there's, I think,
tell.
Yeah, but Jeff R. Curry's out right now. He's pretty great. There's a lot of people that like Rife.
Yeah.
You can
Dude,
say
people
what you
hate
want.
on him. I don't personally, like, I'm like, I don't find him super funny, but I also don't I don't hate on the dude. He's got his success.
You
and,
recognize
like,
there's an audience for that
Yeah.
performance. Yeah.
women love him. But he's also, I mean, he's like you could tell he's a comic, he's like, he might be like a model looking motherfucker, but he's still a comic, dude.
What people don't understand is that really Dane Cook is the one that started that.
Dude.
Everybody's talking about Matt Rife.
Premium blend, bro.
The first Matt Rife was Dane Cook. And Dane Cook
Booting
had,
black tar heroin. Lose the habit, dude.
he had,
Fucking.
he was
Old
selling
school Dane Cook,
selling
dude.
out arenas
Yeah.
and shit. And like, that dude had a huge female audience. Gigantic female audience.
That's a good point.
And then Dane kind of, what happened to Dane happened to Dane. And then Chris D'Elia kind of popped up, and D'Elia took a big part of that female audience. And there was a lot of females that were into D'Elia. And then D'Elia kind of fucking happened with what happened to D'Elia. And then and then Rife pops up.
Yeah.
And it's like Rife took a lot of the D'Elia audience.
Yeah.
And so I mean it's just, I see it kind of, there might have been somebody even before Dane Cook But as far as my generation
Andrew
goes,
Dice Clay.
yeah, but I don't think
Pretty sure women love that dude.
Well, it's
Nah,
it's
not
someone
like
who's
Dane.
good looking and can be funny.
Yeah.
It's that appeal.
Yeah, but
That's-
Dane was like, he was, I won't say like a sex idol, but like, Good Luck Chuck worked for him
yeah.
because
Dude,
of his
but like
sex appeal.
he came up, dude. Like
Like
that
if,
was one of the
If he looked like Bill Hicks, they're not going to make Good Luck Chuck.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, he had the look. But dude, like his premium blend, which was like one of the first stand-ups I ever like
The
saw
one
as
where
like
he's
a
in all black?
13-year-old. Yeah. And he's like he's going crazy, like pours water. He's like fucking aliens are always all wet and shit. And he's just like, and it's raw and real. And you're like, that I thought was fucking great, dude. And then he got huge, and you're like, he was still funny, but then it was like, dude, you get to a certain point, like with the Louis shit, like which was interesting how he went on Louis. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty cool, actually, how Louis brought him on to do that.
They kind of squashed the
Yeah.
beef, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's like you have your position here in this comedy world. Like there's you're
Maybe
a puzzle piece
Mencia
and you
could have had
fit.
a redemption arc if he had just owned that he was a fucking thief.
Louis is the greatest comic ever to live.
Yes.
I'm really sad he went to Riyadh, bro. I'm really sad that all my fucking heroes went to Riyadh, bro.
Eminem got sober and got better. He's the only person I've ever seen in my life to get sober and get better.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's interesting, dude. I stopped drinking 3.5 years ago, and it's
580 days or something.
dude,
70
fuck
days.
yeah, man. I didn't realize that, bro. Yeah. How do you feel, bro? Actually,
Like I want to fucking drink. What do you mean? How do I feel? Like that liquor store is like singing to me right now next door. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's the thing with
Yeah.
quitting that a lot of people don't realize is like the want is always there.
Oh, bro, I want to drink so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, lately, dude, it's been bad. I've really wanted to drink lately.
dude.
I'll have periods. I'll have periods where I'll go where I'm like, I feel good. I feel great. And then there's other periods where I'm feeling like super anxious and I'm having my own issues. And like, that's when I'm like, all right, I won't feel as anxious if I drink. But
Yeah.
then the next day,
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to feel
You'll-
2 times
it'll be
more fucking
compounded.
anxious.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be even worse.
Yeah, and I'm going to lay around all day and I'm not going to do shit. And it's just, not that I do shit anyway, but.
The mentality that helps is like that feeling of negativity and like that anxiousness, looking at that as like, oh, that's your body getting better.
Yeah.
It's like the pain is valuable. in
I
that
also
sense.
think there is that certain like fuck it, like voice in your mind that you hear that you're like kind of just want because you know it's not good. It's cognitive dissonance though, but it's like
God damn.
that fuck it.
Here's the thing. I don't even miss drinking. I miss who I am when I'm drinking.
See, but
'Cause-
dude, don't sell yourself that like don't put yourself in that box because I don't like I feel the same way, but I've decided I'm like I'm not gonna let that be a limitation on me because it doesn't. It's all illusion. It's still you. That was still you.
You're right. I'm not arguing with you. You're absolutely fucking correct. But that doesn't make my point any less fucking valid.
it's like your brain's still feeding you that nonsense.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I hear you, Tony Robbins. Let a stepdad throw a whiskey bottle at you and tell me that the fucking Jack Daniels doesn't sound good right now.
No, but have you had though phases where you have like has it been the case like throughout or like white knuckling it type shit or have
No,
you had
I've
periods
been-
where you're like pretty good?
No, I've been like
'Cause
sober
I've had
on
that.
and off. I've gone like I think the longest I went without drinking was 3 years, and then I started drinking again, and then I quit this last time, and now it's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
So it's just we'll see. That's the way I always feel about when I quit drinking. I'm just like, hey, we'll see.
I mean, it's still there. It's
It
not
ain't
going,
going
anywhere,
anywhere, man. And-
if you want to go indulge,
And also, I'm 38 now. You know what I mean? Drinking like I used to drink just doesn't work for me anymore.
yeah,
I used to drink.
yeah. Same.
I mean,
same.
I miss it.
It's
Yeah. Body reacts differently after time. It's not as well equipped to deal with those chemicals.
I drank so much growing up that I developed a blacked out alter ego. Have you ever had one? Like where you black out and you become a different person?
I've not.
I think that's a thing, but I wouldn't know that person.
Yeah, see, everybody told me about him.
Yeah.
He sounded cool as fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. His name was Birdman.
Dude.
And I would get blackout drunk, dude, and it was my thing where I would climb people's houses and I would perch up on the little perches and I'd make bird sounds. Yeah, and
Like,
I'd
oh,
go,
it's Birdman.
yeah, then I would be like, Birdman, caw, you know, like that. And
Bro, it's a miracle you're still alive, dude.
bro,
You didn't fall off
I
a
fell
roof.
off so many houses.
How did you not break your neck,
Dude,
bro?
I fell off so many
That's
fucking
fucking-
houses. It was always trying to get down. I can get up easy. I'm
Yeah.
long and lanky, dude, and I got
That's
some upper
people
body
forget.
strength.
It's like getting up is not the part
It's the getting down.
to worry
It's
about.
It's the
Yeah.
fighting gravity on the way down. That's the hard
Dude,
part.
it's not fighting gravity. It's fighting alcohol and gravity at the same time. Okay, that's 2-on-1.
You can't tell up from down.
Yeah, hell
Like,
no. Left from right?
Dude.
Oh, bro. I mean, I would get fucked up. And yeah, one of the stupidest times of my life, I drank Evan Williams and Mountain Dew.
Oh, dude.
How do you know you're white trash? When you got messed up on Evan Williams and Mountain Dew. Most people that watch this podcast aren't even going to know what Evan Williams is.
Dude, I know what Evan Williams is, bro.
Oh, yeah, because you were an alcoholic.
I was. Yeah. Dude, that was I'd go to the liquor store in New York because, like, you know, save money going out in New York. I lived there for a few years. And, like, just pick up the little thing of Evan that's like your your flask for the night, bro. And I'm just like, I just remember, you know, just like, it's like, you know, like, what at that point, bro, I'm just doing a job.
Yep.
I'm just doing a job, bro. That's all I'm doing.
Do you remember Old Crow?
I don't think I did Old Crow. I don't have.
Oh, bro. Old Crow is what? So me and my buddy were in the Army. His name's Mike Kennedy. Shout out to Kennedy. He's up in Chicago. We were out at his barracks, and we started drinking Old Crow one night. And as we were starting to drink, he looked and he goes, man, I hate those trees, because they just planted all these new trees right out in front of his barracks. He goes, I hate those trees. And boy, was that foreshadowing. Because I leave him blackout drunk, and I come back the next day, pick him up, you know, PT. And he's got 4 brand new potted trees in his barracks room. He had dug them up, and they had been there a minute. You know what I mean? Like, they had been there like a month. This is like an easy dig up. He like went and found a shovel, blackout drunk,
Dude.
dug them up, and put them in his barracks room. Like, folded them, put them. One of the craziest things I've ever
Did he
seen.
get, what was the punishment on that one?
I don't know. I think we just replanted them, and he didn't get in trouble.
Oh, dude. Nice, bro.
Yeah. This is one of those things, like, nobody sees it. It didn't happen.
It's waking up to those surprises where you're like, oh, okay, maybe I should take it a little easy.
Yep.
Bro, that's fucking wild, bro.
That is one thing that booze is good for. It's good for stories, as long as you can remember them.
Yeah, I mean, Sheridan, Wyoming, that was a crazy one. I was boozing heavy, and we had done a brewery. I was working with a brewery comedy tour. It was a shitty dude, man. It's fucking.
Those can be fun, dude.
Yeah, they can be fun
Yeah.
when you're not working for this fucking asshole. So we go. There was a tornado across the street, and so our crowd was dispersed.
Yeah.
So I did comedy for like 6 people in Sheridan, Wyoming. After I'd driven from Phoenix, you know what I mean? And it was a nightmare. And so they gave me these nitro cold brew IPAs that are 11% alcohol and 250 milligrams
Super
of caffeine.
caffeinated.
Yeah, dude. I drank 3 of those.
Oh, man.
Brother, I was messed up and energetic, and that is the worst you could possibly be. We went to a place, ended up at a place called the OK Corral. And it was this drive-through bar, but they had a secret bar in the back. And the last thing you need to tell 2 alcoholics is that there's a fucking secret bar. That's like telling us you have the keys to Narnia. So we go in, dude, and sure enough, there's like a wall of fucking Bud Lights that lead to this tunnel, and it leads to these fucking plastic strips, like a butcher's place, and then you go into the back, and there's a secret fucking bar. And in there was like 2 white trash dudes, wife beaters with the skull things in the back of the fucking pants, and they're fighting as soon as we walk in. And then a black dude, only black dude I saw in Wyoming, okay? He pops out of a closet.
Probably hiding in there, yeah.
And no, hold on. There was like a heavy set, like white woman attached to him from the mouth.
Oh.
She was attached, dude, like a sucker fish. And he pops out and he's like, hey, quit fighting. And they fucking stopped fighting. It was instant. It was like a dad. And like instantly stopped fighting.
Pulled the knock it off.
And I don't know who
Quiet
that dude
up.
was, but like I'm pretty sure he was the mayor.
That's
Like,
his personal bar, yeah.
He had power, dude. That was crazy. And so yeah, we sat there at that bar and got even more drunk.
Dude.
To get 2 blackouts to do anything is a miracle.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing: when you're blackout on 700 milligrams of caffeine, anything is possible.
That I feel like that unlocks like the extra 90% of your brain right there.
I'm
It gives
Lucy.
you full control.
I turned full Lucy, dude. I'm like making matter appear on the telephones. Just
Bro. Yeah. Dude, I was too wild, bro. My favorite drinking game was driving, dude. Like, I just
yeah.
fucking didn't even. I got pulled over by NYPD one time, fucking with just blow in my pocket. Fucking bleep that out. Drugs in my pocket. And, dude, it was like just. Dude, the level of just stupidity I would get into, and like, I don't know how I never got fucking a DUI. I never got into an accident, dude. I'm actually a great drunk driver, terrible sober driver, but dude.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, like seriously, like
I
all
just
my
rode with
accidents, sober.
I was like, man,
Drunk,
this guy needs a drink.
not a
It's
scratch.
like, man, he take the edge.
You know
off,
why?
man.
Because like when you're
turn
drunk,
these
you're like,
corners.
I'm like fucking like
really focusing on
focused,
driving.
dude.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
I can't mess this up.
yeah, dude. That was, but just the stupidity of just. Man, dude, just getting away with all this shit, and after that enough time, dude, because I'm like 40, so I'm like the same. I stopped when I was 36, and I was like, dude, I gotta like, I've already tested fate like so many times, dude. Like if I keep testing it, it's eventually going to, I'm gonna get fucked. And I'm
I'll tell
like,
you
you know
what.
what? I'm gonna walk away from the table, cash my chips.
I'll tell you what.
All right.
If I only had to pay for booze again, like if I was in a situation in my life where I couldn't drink for free, I would probably start drinking again. But my problem is everywhere I go, every club, if I'm working, I'm boozing and I'm drinking for free. And it's like, it's dangerous, dude.
That's one of the
Because
hard things with
when I
comedy, bro.
don't have any money, it's still a good time. I can
Yeah.
still go fucking booze.
Yeah, dude, bro.
Now
that's,
I just sit around
with
and watch
comedy
fucking-
too, man. That's one of the things, dude. It's like they kind of go hand in hand. You know, it's hard. Like how many comedians don't drink? It's not very common. I don't feel like.
Nah, I feel like it's a lot more common than you think.
Is
now.
it becoming? You think more?
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
that
I
do or
feel-
don't drink.
Musicians and comics
Yeah.
going sober, yeah.
It's interesting.
We all
because-
get DUIs and shit, man.
but
Took
it's
the
like
fun out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like I didn't have any necessarily like crazy bad thing happen. It was just like I just was like I gotta
You could see it coming.
get my yeah exactly like
I work Canada,
yeah
and that's a big factor into me not drinking. Because Canada makes a lot of money for me when I go up there and I do like runs and shit. I really like Canada.
Yeah.
And if you got a DUI, you can't go to fucking Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were that
They'll
stringent.
hold you at the border. Like they
Yeah.
won't let you in.
Yeah. They don't
Damn.
let you get your fucking thing.
I mean, I could get not letting you drive, but damn, not even letting you in the country. That's wild.
I'm pretty sure. You can look that up, but I mean,
Dude, have you heard Hannibal's bit about jaywalking? He was
Oh, jaywalking in Canada.
in Canada.
yeah.
It's like I'm American. Your laws are not real to me.
It's a dumb law. Dude. Fucking A, bro. I haven't seen Hannibal in a while do anything.
It can make you
And it
inadmissible.
can make you. So it's not necessarily does.
Well, you still
make
may
you?
get a temporary resident permit.
Yeah.
It's just a harder process.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude.
Damn.
And I was always aware of that because I would have friends that would get booked for Canada wouldn't be able to go because they had DUIs.
Yeah.
And so I was always terrified I was going to get a fucking
I
DUI.
did not even know that was. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. I wonder if you could fly in, or if that would still be. I mean, because I guess it would be on your record, so they'd catch that. It wouldn't just be if you're just driving over
You
the
got to
border.
go through
Yeah.
customs. I'm guessing
Yeah.
still to get in.
I had a friend got arrested for a DUI recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
In Austin. It's fucking. Dude. Here's the thing. I don't agree with drinking and driving. Like, I think that there's too many options now, you know?
Yeah.
But I've done it. I get it. And I'm not condemning anybody for doing it. But also, I don't think the penalty should be what it is. I don't think anybody should spend 4 or 5 days in fucking jail because of a DUI. You know? Like,
I thought it was like a night
I thought it was like a night to sober you
in the
up.
drunk tank.
no.
Yeah.
no.
It's longer.
It
Like you gotta
depends,
do
yeah.
you gotta
You
do
get-
some time.
Sometimes they'll keep for processing. You know,
Yeah.
it depends on when you get locked up too.
You know what sucks though, dude? To
yeah.
get like some people get DUIs like rightfully, and they very much should be put in jail. But some people are like right on the edge, and it's like they get them, and you're like, that sucks. When you're like, but that's why the legal limit is fucking stupid. The idea of a legal limit, and it's like that's just the whole idea is like you can have a couple. It's like the very nature of alcohol is that once you start consuming it, your decision making is going to start becoming less, logical. Like, so drink responsibly. This is it's an oxymoron. You can't drink responsibly. It's literally drinking is irresponsible.
Yeah.
It's like this the dumbest thing. Drink responsibly.
Yeah,
But these
like-
beer companies, that's why I like too. I watched a football game. I was like, man, I haven't watched a football game in a while. Like, actually watch the game, and I'm like, it is nothing but fucking alcohol commercials the whole time, dude.
Yeah.
Sports is
Drink,
ingrained.
you
with-
Bill Higgs. Drink,
Yeah.
you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Drink.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at Bud Light and
Shane.
Shane and the Longhorns, like
Yeah.
having the like sports branded alcohol.
Yeah.
It's like it's ingrained in the culture.
Yeah, it really is. It's synonymous, right? One goes with the other.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
And
was
it's-
like that for me drinking and sex for a while.
dude.
Where it's like I didn't feel like I was good in bed unless I was drunk.
Yeah, it takes some time, dude, to get your bearings, like with your game.
Speaking of
without
Hannibal Buress,
booze.
Speaking of one of my favorite Hannibal Buress's bit was the difference between having sex on weed and alcohol.
Yeah.
Remember that
He's
bit?
like
Dude,
counting.
I feel
Yeah.
like I've heard it. I just can't remember it.
Oh,
Where he's
it's a
like,
great
oh,
bit.
dude, when you're drunk and you're having sex with somebody, it's like, yay, she's letting me do this.
Hooray! It's like a
Hooray.
theme park ride.
Hell yeah. And then when you're high and you're doing it, you're like, why is she letting me do this? What has she done before me? What happened to her as a child that led her to think that this is okay?
Dude, I do remember that joke, dude. That's fucking
This is a
great.
great one.
Fucking A, bro. Yeah, no, but like, dude, just the drunk. When I stopped drinking is when it really occurred to me. I was like, damn, like 95% of the sex that I had was drunks, like drinking. Like
Yeah.
it was like so, like such a little. And so now it's like you open that up and you're like, all right, now I'm like, I gotta. Because also, like, as a dude, when you're like talking to a girl and when there's that connection and vibe, there is still like the apprehension. I feel like as somebody when you're not drinking, what that alcohol takes away, where you can be more relaxed and
Yeah, it loosens your
fluid with
inhibitions.
this person. Whereas I'm kind of you gotta like get out of your head when you're not drinking, maybe a little bit, so that you're not overthinking it. Because you're like
You have to come back and have more control over your mind and your thought process. Because that's the thing that alcohol does. It rationalizes. It makes it really easy to rationalize.
Yeah.
In the sense, like that's why everybody knows who drinks is like how it becomes easier to drink and drive when you're drunk. Like when you're
yeah.
sober, you think, hell no.
You know how you know you're too drunk to drive? If you stop worrying that you're too drunk to drive.
Yes.
That's when you're too drunk.
It's like I can take the wheel.
If you're worried, you're good.
Yeah. I
if
mean,
you're not worried, don't get in the car.
I would say there's only 2 nights that I've driven where I really shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It's too
I have
much.
one for sure, New Year's Eve.
Mine was divisional playoffs. Speaking of booze and sports, Carolina Panthers. This was 2014. This was the year
Is that your
before.
team? Is that your squad?
Yeah, I'm a big Panthers fan.
All right.
The year before Cam's Super Bowl run, the MVP season, we got knocked out of the division playoffs by Seattle in Seattle, and I went to that game. I was living up there at the time, and I ended up getting on the ferry, dude, and a dude spit in my face. It was a whole thing. Okay.
Damn.
I get out of there and I go straight to a bar and I am just cranking them back, dude. And then I remember like literally getting home and not knowing how I got there.
Yeah.
And I
That's
was like,
scary, bro.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, never again.
Yeah.
And then a
Dude.
few years later, I did it again.
See, that's what it is though. Like, especially when you get to blackout level, it's like you're not even there
I know.
to make the decisions anymore.
No, it's
So-
someone else takes over.
So,
Listen, don't ask drunk me if I can drive because
Like-
he's gonna fucking lie.
yeah, he's gonna
like-
say, sure, yeah, definitely.
bro, yeah, that's where it's like, dude, yeah, you're tested. Like that's how I was, dude. I was testing fate like that, bro. Where I'm going out the next day, like checking my car, like did I hit? Did I, like are there any dents? Is like how
You
to, I
become
don't,
like a detective. You're just trying to
Just
figure out the mystery of what
crazy,
happened.
bro.
Like looking for
Just
clues in your apartment. Like
crazy.
that stain wasn't there yesterday. Where'd that
fucking
come from?
memento.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, where's my resolve?
bro. Yeah, man. Dude, that's why I think back on all those things now as like having not drank in a while, and it's like I don't miss that shit. And I'm like, I still have other things I can enjoy, and it's like it's not like a total like you can't enjoy and do anything. And like there's psychedelics. There's all kinds of stuff to like also like get yourself, but also like, dude, for me, like getting in that mindset where you're not like believing that alcohol is going to be a good, like there's no, like I feel what you feel. And I'm also like at the same time, like, I don't know how much you actually like feel that call where I'm like, well, I see Jon drinking again. Cause it's like, it sounds like you're kind of in that place where you're like, it could be 50-50 for you with possibly drinking, you know, going back and.
I'm not a good sober person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the person to listen to when it comes to how to get fucking sober. I quit drinking for a very, like, petty reason.
Which was?
I mean, here's the thing. There's honor in it, and I do believe that I did the right thing, but I don't drink in front of my kids. I never have.
Yeah.
And my daughter wanted to go to a show with me. And so I took her. It was out in Lakeway. It was a Lauren Jameson show, and I'm closing it out, and instantly went to the bar for a shot and a cider, right? And my daughter looked at me and she goes like, "You drink?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you have no idea." Like, you have no clue. And then like it dawned on me. I'm like, "Whoa, wait, hold on. She's with me. I've got to drive home."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, put the shot and the beer back on the thing and just ask for soda water. And that's what made me quit drinking. It was just that. It was
Pretty
just
good
like,
reason.
Yeah, but
Well,
I
you
mean,
had both your worlds in that same
I mean,
situation.
yeah.
And one gave you the clarity of like, hey, like, let's.
yeah, if you don't drink with me, why are you drinking with this thing? You say you love me, you say you love this. That doesn't make it. That made no sense to my daughter.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, so maybe you don't love this if you have to drink for it?" And I'm like, "Huh,
Yeah.
yeah."
You're trying to think of like where your fulfillment comes from and where your enjoyment lies.
Absolutely.
And, like, if it has to be with
Well,
booze.
no,
Yeah.
and then like, dude, like that's something that's a pattern breaker for you too. I would imagine. You know,
Dude, I'm telling you, that first year on stage with not drinking was like, brother, it was the hardest fucking thing I've ever done. I mean, because I'm feeling anxious. I feel like I'm going to pass out before every set. I'm feeling so fucking anxious before every set because I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't realize how much alcohol had tied into my stand-up. Where I'm like, I am the hold a beer and talk to you guy.
Like,
It's literally who the fuck I am.
That's how I think a lot of comics are.
And I mean, I'm like,
well,
my
it
energy.
takes the edge off, dude.
But my energy is like standing around a bonfire and listening to a dude say shit. That's just kind of me. And so when you take away that beer, you're taking away that medium. You're taking
Yeah.
away the fucking.
Well,
Yeah,
then
man.
you have to sit with the uncomfortable feeling because that's all you were doing with the alcohol was trying to cover that up and not and just like the anxiety.
Buddy,
okay,
buddy, I wasn't trying to cover
or
it
you
up
were
with
covering it
alcohol.
up.
I was doing a great job for years.
Yeah.
Do you realize the duality it takes to be a fucking alcoholic with stand up and sober as a father?
It's a lot.
I'm
It's
basically
a
a fucking psychopath.
It's a
lot, dude.
superhero move
a
for
lot.
real. Like
It's a
you got
lot.
an alter ego in the comic world.
Birdman.
Birdman.
Birdman, dude. Yeah, man. Well, dude, it's I feel you, bro. I've had a weird relationship with stand up since I quit alcohol, man. It's like I haven't. It's just it's different for me when I'm like approaching it and being around it in that environment. And I can go to like music venues and be fine, but for some reason in the stand up environment, I don't know. It's just this thing that I've dealt with where I'm like, you know, it keeps me from being as active as I probably should be within the scene because it was like that was such a part of where I was at with just, you know, like I said, have a whiskey before your set or whatever. You're feeling like, okay, I get that nerve.
Well, dude, there's
but
this
those nerves are
chemical-
probably good too.
There's this chemical in whiskey called "Who Gives a Fuck," and it really, really works for stand up.
Yes.
Yo,
It really works.
you gotta reallocate your fucks, dude. You gotta get your like. That's the thing though. When the fucks are too high, your funny is down, and you gotta get your fucks down to get your funny up. So like, can
The
you?
fucks are high, the funny is low.
Fucking real talk though, because yeah, dude, like that getting rid of your fucks sober takes more intentionality. Let's say
You got to
about
work
it.
harder to get out of your own
To
way,
not-
to get out of your own head. And
Yeah.
You almost have to be intentionally unattached with your, like it's like getting in that place where you're like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like with anything, like with us and this shit, dude. There's so many fucking haters. Dude. Every video I put out is just random people will show up hating and shit, and it's like, it is what it is, dude. You know, people like that's where I try to get with it because I'm like,
I mean, you know, I like haters. I I'm not somebody that's ever going to be like, I fucking love the people on the internet
Preach.
that hate shit. that literally, they give me lifeblood. Like, it's
Tell us why you love the haters.
fucking, and here's the thing. If you're, I don't think people hate enough. I think you need to elevate your level of hating. You know what I mean? Like, if you get arrested by a police officer, right? It is your job at that point to go find out who his wife is and seduce the shit out of her. It is your job. It is your duty at that moment. That is hating on a level that I can respect.
That is.
If you're
That's
fucking,
hate with action.
Yes.
Yes.
If you're fucking the wife of your arresting officer or the judge that put you behind bars, oh my God, there's justification there.
Yeah.
There's justice. There's vengeance. There's fucking dick. There's just so many good things.
Dude. Yeah, that's like elite level hater.
Oh, bro.
That's a professional.
It's like a
hater
goat
right
hater.
there,
Yeah.
That's the one who goes out into their day like, man, I'm gonna.
I was
bring
just
some
thinking
hate.
negative comments, just
Like there was a guy in China that changed his appearance so that he could go have sex with his ex's sister.
dude.
That's some.
That's genius level.
Yo, if he
move.
was a real G, he would have stayed just the same and gone and done it, dude. Fucking A, bro.
Yeah, but to abracabam that bitch, you know what I mean? Like, I was Dylan all along.
Not only fuck
That's
your
why
ex's
like one
sister.
long Houdini, dude. That's like a fucking.
You thought you were fucking Lee Ho.
There's-
Actually, I'm Lee Woo.
Got to create a new name for this one, dude.
Pull off the mask after, and it's like, ha ha.
Dude,
There was a
that's-
dude that sued his wife because she got plastic surgery before they met, and that was in China too. You ever hear that story? Yeah, there was the guy sued his wife for having ugly kids.
Oh.
Yeah, because the kids were ugly. It was a real thing.
Wow.
It's like,
Yeah.
man, I thought they looked
Dude.
like you.
And here's the thing: I'm pretty sure he won.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
I like that a judge saw that and was like, that's reasonable.
Yeah, dude, you got catfished.
Yeah. I don't think they like women too much in China, so I don't think it's probably.
Yeah, I don't think they're fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's a universal like. Yeah, it's not like pizza over there.
Wasn't that? Yeah. The one child, not a girl. Not a girl.
That's still going
God
on, right?
forbid somebody knocks the balls off of one. You know what I mean?
Dude,
God forbid.
That's still going on, right? The one child policy or no?
I think they ended it.
They ended
they
it?
ended it.
Yeah,
I think they ended it because they're fucking realizing they're about to have a fucking population collapse.
Well, no, they need a little.
Because
they need
it's-
tiny little drone fingers.
Well, I think
Oh,
it's like,
yeah. They're like, man, we keep
dude,
killing all these kids, but we
Google
need them
the
to
male
work.
to female ratio in
There's
China.
30 million more
30 million more
Asian men. Than
men,
women.
million
Million.
Damn.
out of. That's actually not that much because
Out
there's
of-
like over a billion people in China.
Yeah, but 30 million would
30 million is still.
So
you know,
that's quite an imbalance.
Yeah.
Yo, the game is already fucking like rigged. It's already the table's already tilted.
Dude.
The leverage in this dating game is not in the hands of
I'm
men.
gonna say this. You can cut this if you want. I don't care. If Chinese dudes had big dicks, we'd all be fucked.
Dude, we
You know
are
what I mean?
not cutting that. That's fucking.
That's
great.
great.
There's 30 million more cocks than pussies.
Dude.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's a lot of 3-inch dicks. I'm saying if those were all huge dicks, 30 million surplus,
Dude.
Yeah.
dude. We would.
Yeah, it would.
We would be
it
having-
would crash the economy, right?
Dude, we've been
there,
having
yeah.
dim sum every
That's an
Sunday for the rest of our
offensive
fucking life.
stereotype.
I'm just saying, dude. If Chinese dudes were known for big dicks, this
Yeah.
would be completely different.
Dude, my first stand-up set I ever did, I told a joke that they turned my microphone off, like the first time I did comedy, and it was about Asian guys having little dicks. That was
Oh,
the
man.
bit.
Mine was
That was at UTSA though. It
Yeah,
was a college.
I know, but it was like it was the first time I ever
My
did.
freedom of speech is clean humor.
Bro.
dog. You can't do that at a fucking knack again, dude.
They've been trying to censor me since the start.
Dude, you can't do that at a college, bro.
College
Bro,
gigs are
Luigi was up doing some way worse shit, bro. I don't even like that's the only reason I thought it was like, all right, it's okay. Luigi's doing some fucking
First off-
sex shit.
First off, I'm never
And it-
going to do what Luigi's doing. Okay, that's not a name of somebody I'm fucking
He
following.
knows what I'm talking about.
So it's still that guy you shouldn't. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I thought it was fair game because this dude was doing some fucking heinous shit before me, and they didn't turn his shit off. So I was like, all right, it's fine. But hey, bro, I'm not complaining. It's whatever. You know? It's part of the game, dog.
Speaking of Luigi, this is a good little segue to get
Luigi.
into this real quick.
Murdering
Luigi
billionaires.
Maggione, dude.
bro.
He's apparently caked up in prison, like as far as money goes. Like, I guess he's got like one hell of a sugar mama or a couple of them that are keeping his books fat.
People are filling up his commissary.
His commissary, he's like living life like commissary was. So,
Bro, well, that's good because it's probably gonna get.
I could
fried.
imagine a
Oh,
lot
right, they
of
don't fry
people
people
like
anymore,
just
but-
donating to him, trying just
Is
giving him
he
money.
is the death penalty on the table for him? Do they have the death penalty? In New
I'm
York?
not sure.
The dude, yeah, fuck that. Charlie Kirk. Well, who fucking murdered that guy, dude? The fucking FBI's being shady as fuck about that shit, bro. That shit is the one I'm worried about.
Well, his parents turned him in.
Yeah, except he didn't confess, which is how does that work? Like, how do you get turned in but you don't confess?
That
Doesn't make
Shakespearean
sense.
sonnet of a text message he sent to his trans chick was pretty fucking great.
Dude, bro, it's
Me and Brian Simpson talked about this, and Brian Simpson had a very funny take on it. I ended up putting it up on the YouTube, but I didn't put it on Instagram. I asked him, I was like, do you think if Charlie Kirk knew that he was going to die, he would have kept talking the same way? Like, if he had the knowledge. And Brian said, I think it depends on how specific the information was. He goes, if like you're going to tell him, hey, you're going to die this day, this time, if you keep talking like that, I think he would have kept talking like that until like the day before. And then he would have shut
switched up immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
dude, it would have been way too late by that point, dude. But he would talk about like basketball and shit. He wasn't just like always talking about politics, dude. The guy was like just having conversations with people on college campuses, bro. But dude, that shit though, dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah,
the FBI,
but-
bro.
Yeah, I mean, he might have talked about that, but it's not what people know him for.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. You're right.
Here's
But-
the thing. We live in a fuck around and find out kind of generation. The problem is that there's different levels of fuck around, and some people take it way too egregiously.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to take everything with the same seriousness as somebody else. Like, to me, an Instagram follow means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Okay? To one of my exes, it is like writing your fucking name in blood on a Bible that's been passed down for generations to generations. It has the exact same meaning. Okay? It's like you are saying that you are declaring your undying love for someone if you are following them on a social
Like,
media
this is your
platform.
allegiance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's like not that serious to me.
No, it's not.
Ever. And
You're right.
perspective.
Yeah.
What's heinous to me might not be heinous to somebody else. What's chaos to the fly is calm to the spider.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's definitely a crazy time, bro, because we haven't had like a political assassination like that in a good while in this country, I feel like.
They just tried to kill Trump.
Well, attempted, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they shot his ear.
Bro.
They broke first blood.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Speaking of assassination attempts, dude, Gerald Ford, 2 women tried to kill him, dude.
Yeah, it
Dude,
checks out.
dude, it fucking checks out.
That checks out,
Why
dude.
does it check out? I don't know enough about Gerald Ford to
You gotta
know.
look up Gerald Ford,
dude.
brother.
That man was he a womanizer? Was he fucking making Kennedy fucking put him to shame, dude? Like, hey man, whatever. That's hilarious though. Fucking two, and then to
I'm
think
surprised Lyndon B. Johnson. didn't
homeboy
get
that
shot.
tried to kill Reagan. It's like literally, dude. This dude, like, this is how fucked guys will get to try to get pussy. Like he was trying to thought assassination to try to get pussy, dude. Jodie Foster, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Virtue signaling, dude.
Like, how do I get pussy? Maybe I should assassinate.
Then she'll know me.
She'll like, what? Yeah, that's it, dude.
I mean, what a way to get laid, though.
Yeah.
You know, if it does work out for you, you know, what I mean,
Because
it's a great
you
story.
killed the president.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
It's
we
a
were.
great story.
I guess we had a little grace period though there for several administrations because I don't think there were any attempts really on Clinton. There weren't any attempts on Bush or Obama.
First off, nobody had to kill Clinton. Okay, Clinton killed himself.
Yeah, that was that was all. That house of cards was going to collapse eventually.
Yeah, Clinton turned the Oval
Google
Office
Seth
into a
Rich.
fucking brothel.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Dude,
real quick. I'll be right
he's
back.
yeah, dude. He was definitely on the island, bro. But I'm talking about assassinations though. There weren't any attempts
Buddy,
on.
he wasn't on the island. Okay, he had his own uniform. Okay, they showed up and they gave him like a little sailor outfit. And they're like, here you go, Bill. Skip away. And he would
Bro.
fucking skip off into the distance with two
Dude.
16-year-olds.
There's no guy that's more like you're like yeah, when you look at him than Bill Clinton with that
Buddy,
for sure.
I'm pretty sure Hillary did some shit too.
Bro, I'm pretty sure they've murdered a lot of people, bro.
Bro.
Like quite a few.
Well, we know what she did with Benghazi.
What?
Nothing.
Dude, hey, yeah, bro, fucking dude. At this point, though, dude, like, there's clearly protection for certain people. We're seeing it, and it's like this is it. So when you're seeing people from here, people are like, show us the list. It's like there's a reason that they classify all this shit for like decades and decades or whatever. 9/11, all this shit. It's just like, all the things that are like going to come out, the people will be dead by the time they come out. That's how this works. So it's always the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, yeah, fucking JFK, bro.
They're not going to drop Epstein files.
I mean, they maybe will, but it's going to be a
Heavily
long
redacted.
Time.
Until we get Ghislaine
It's gonna be, like,
Maxwell on the
decades.
Joe Rogan Experience, I'm not going to believe
It's
anything.
like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Fucking the list? Like who? Like where the funding of all this? Like how's this apparatus working? Like that Ghislaine Maxwell was part of. There's probably elements of intelligence at play. 3-letter agencies.
Dude, I imagine
our own government works against us. It's just what
I
it
imagine
is.
that she's sitting at a beachside villa in Milan. I don't think I haven't seen a single picture of this woman incarcerated.
With Shelley Miscavige.
I haven't seen a single picture of this woman incarcerated. Have you seen a picture of Ghislaine Maxwell incarcerated? I haven't seen her in handcuffs. I haven't seen her in a jumpsuit. I haven't seen her in shit.
Yo, she got some.
No, I'm just saying we got her. We're
Yeah,
good.
we got her. Hey, guys, don't worry. Don't worry. We got her.
Don't worry.
But we
She's
want
being
to see
dealt
her.
with.
We want to see her. Well, you can't. You can't see her.
Bro.
Why? You know, reasons.
The Maxwells are some of the most corrupted people through history. Like you guys know about Robert Maxwell, right?
Yeah.
Like his death and like
Yeah.
he was fucking wild. He had a hand in Tetris, which was weird to me. Like he was trying to like steal Tetris from a Nintendo.
Really?
Do you believe in the whole conspiracy where like 5 families rule the world? Rothschilds, it was a couple others.
I believe that they have the power to influence.
Yeah.
Like, but in terms of like there being like an Illuminati like level of like we're meeting once a month to decide the fate of this country or whatever.
Well, did you watch Succession?
I didn't know.
Did you watch Succession?
I watched like the first season, like half of the first. It's good. I just didn't.
It's amazing, but it
get a
goes.
chance to finish it.
They basically decided who was president.
Yeah.
You know, the head of it's supposed to be Viacom, right? It's like a representation for Viacom.
Yeah.
But it basically, like, I'll put out what you want me to put out, but you're gonna be. This is who the president's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. You know, in a way.
That's every candidate.
I agree with that absolutely in the sense that like there are some organizations, some families that just have so much money that they can kind of just pay their way into anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's why lobbying is a thing.
Dude, I think
I
that-
would be such a good lobbyist, dude. I would be, honestly, I'm going to lobby for being a lobbyist right now. Okay? NRA, if you want me to go spend your money to fucking achieve your
Dude,
objectives.
You could get a job here at the Capitol, bro. There's plenty of lobbyists here.
Bro,
Dude.
no, hold on. I want to be a
State government
I want to be
lobbying.
fuck state government.
Yeah, well, you got to start somewhere.
No, you gotta dream big, dude.
Well, I'm not saying you can't, but you got to start somewhere.
Okay, I want to sell Diva cups to Nancy Pelosi. Okay, I've got my eye on the prize over here.
Bro. Dude, we're going to have a state representative on here at some point.
We gotta get some
Fucking
governmental.
Medina, she was on Kill Tony. She's like, she might come on here.
We need
December.
AOC
She's
on here.
Oh god,
Bro, fucking
when she comes on, let me know. I'll come back.
We'll get you on with her, and
I'll come back.
for what? For who?
when we have
AOC.
AOC on.
Oh, AOC, dude. Yo,
The greatest mission in life would be to turn that woman Republican.
Yeah,
How much? I mean,
bro,
dude.
she's slowly being corrupted to be just the same as everyone else.
Yeah, but I want to put her in like a trucker cap, you know, and like 2 kids on her hips.
full spin it. Yeah,
Straight up. You know what I mean? Knock a tooth out. Dude, she would get so many votes in Alabama.
Bro.
dude, she would. Yes, especially like the southern bordering states,
Yeah.
like Texas. Like we'd fucking.
Yeah, well, dude.
Y'all get
you
birth
wanna-
control now.
You want
You
to talk
hear?
about ownership of shit? Look at BlackRock and Vanguard, dude.
Oh, I
like
know.
that's where you go to every company you can possibly conceive of. If you look at their institutional investors, go to Yahoo Finance, pull it up. Every single one of them, BlackRock, Vanguard, and they like it's like in the what is it, 20-something trillion of assets. It's insane. It's like. And they're also buying real estate like all over the place, like buying up America. This is the you will own nothing and you will be happy bullshit that you hear from fucking the supervillain Klaus Schwab, bro.
Yes.
It's like that's where we're headed because they want to just own everything and you don't ever actually own anything. You just rent it all. Yeah. That's the ultimate goal. Because then they just, because ownership is part of like what makes, like property ownership is like a paramount part of like what this country was founded on private property.
Yeah, that's the whole
That's
thing.
the whole thing,
That's the whole
right?
thing with Roy Kroc, the guy who popularized McDonald's.
Ray
and
Kroc.
franchise.
Yeah.
Ray
Kroc.
Ray Kroc.
Ray Kroc.
The whole thing was like he was like a franchisee, and he was like, "No, you don't make money on 2 cents on a 50-cent burger. Like it's on the land that those burgers are cooked on."
Yeah.
So he just bought
Let's
a
make
ton
Larry
of land.
think the twink
and-
trend. Hashtag think the twink. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, like property is property and land are like the most powerful assets that you could own.
It's crazy that you can own sky real estate. Isn't that insane?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's also crazy that you can own digital real estate, like the
Yeah.
metaverse or whatever. And like, I remember like Snoop Dogg was like in the headlines. He had like bought some like digital real estate or some bullshit. It's like, dude,
I have a theory about NFTs that they were a sort of like psyop to convince people. It's like, yeah, you can still own something. Like you can still buy it. It just could be digital.
But
Dude.
no, that's the thing.
No.
That's the thing about digital.
It's not.
well, that's like music
Nothing's
too, bro. Think
exclusive.
about
Exactly,
Think about
yeah.
music too, bro. You don't really own any. Like you used to buy music, you used to own the CD or album, or at least burn it. You know what I mean? It's like now it's like, dude, everybody's like, so everything. You don't really actually have any of it. You just it's all. Yeah.
Oh, the best thieves in the world are no longer people that break into banks.
Speaking of, did you see the fucking Louvre, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking real life Ocean's 11 shit
know.
going on over here,
There's
dude.
a heist at the Louvre.
Yeah,
I
bro,
didn't hear
pull that
about
up,
this.
dude. I totally forgot about that. That's a great like talking thing.
What'd they
dude,
take?
like $100 million worth of fucking shit. Dude, it's like that's got to be the biggest heist in all of history.
It's one of the biggest heists in history. Yeah.
It has to be. I mean, there's like, dude, and this isn't art. This is jewels, which are I feel like even
You
more,
just passed it. There you go. Louvre Museum Robbery.
bro. And they went in like outside and they just broke a window and just went in. Dude, I don't know, like there's like a international manhunt going on for this shit right now.
I mean, to be honest, the Louvre security has never struck me as amazing, especially when those protesters would like throw tomato soup on the Mona Lisa and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 102 million in jewels, dude. That's fucking wild, bro.
French crown jewels.
Fucking ass.
7 minutes. They knew
The
exactly
fuck-
what they wanted. French Ministry
Yeah.
of Culture, yeah.
The French. That's wild, dude.
You know, there's a UFC fighter that got caught with one of the biggest busts in UK history. His name is Lee Murray. It's a pretty interesting story. He actually got into a fight, like a fist, I guess a brawl one night at a UFC event, like one of the originals,
Yeah.
with Tito Ortiz. And he was the first person ever to reportedly like knock Tito Ortiz down. Was Lee Murray. But he also got caught stealing like, I think something like 80, 90 million pounds. It was like an insane amount of money.
Damn, was it like embezzling or
No,
like,
it was like
heist?
like hardcore stealing.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
I don't. How the hell were those jewels that easily accessible? Is my fucking question. Because, dude, I feel like it shouldn't have been just so easy to fucking steal that shit. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Sometimes you wonder, dog. Sometimes you wonder who really stole this shit, dude. Lee Murray.
Yep. Securities deposit robbery in Kent. 53 million pounds. Okay. About 92 million at the time.
Dude.
And I guess he ended up he had Moroccan citizenship. So I think he got locked up in Morocco.
Yeah, he was
Bro,
a-
92
fled to
million, dude.
Morocco,
That's
eventually
pretty
arrested.
fucking wild,
Yeah.
dude.
Man.
Bro, that's crazy.
25 years in prison in Morocco.
Yeah. I think he actually I think he'll get out before too long. But this guy was insanely good. Like, I mean, insanely good fighter.
Dude.
Judo champ.
I haven't watched a lot of I don't watch UFC very much. I don't even watch boxing anymore because it's not good. But
It's a good chance though. Look up that story. That story is fascinating.
dude, that is
I'm gonna
interesting,
look
bro.
into that.
I
That
had no
is
idea
crazy. They had the photo of
Dude.
him with like the paintball mask and all blacked out and like,
Yep.
damn.
that. Well, and like sometimes you're just like the least expected person to be, engaging in those activities because
Well, I
nobody
mean,
would have probably thought.
We got to learn. Everybody comes from something somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a reason Mike Tyson was Mike Tyson. It's because he grew up in a Brooklyn fucking project.
One of my all-time
If Mike
favorite
Tyson,
quotes.
if Mike Tyson had grown up in Plainville, Indiana,
Yeah.
would he be Mike Tyson?
Probably
no.
not.
No, you're raised by your environment.
Yeah,
Dude.
the environment shapes the man.
Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face, dude. That is such a fucking great quote, dude.
Yeah.
That's stand up right there, dude. Like you get on stage, you got your act, you're like, yeah, my jokes are gonna and then that first one, and you're like,
One-
oh shit.
Isn't it crazy that one of the greatest pieces of motivational philosophy for preparedness comes from Mike Tyson,
Dude.
and it's that quote?
Yeah.
Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
And it's been used by professors.
It's probably Cuz the motto too, by the way. Like I'm assuming Cuz.
Oh, I'm sure it's something Cuss said to him, but
Yeah.
like in the same breath, Mike Tyson's famous
Yeah.
for saying it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like he embodied that like to the T, bro. Like his philosophy, the way he trained, bro. Just like that. But that's also the mentality. Like like when you're in a fighter sensor, but like if you're a performer too, because there is kind of I don't want to call it an altercation between you and the audience, but there's a relationship.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like that, to me, it's like, dude, that mindset is like, that's the mindset to have going in anything. It's like, I'm already going to look at this and go, I'm already going to put myself in the place with the worst thing that could fucking happen so that everything that could, it's just that negative visualization, you know,
Yeah.
just like, hey, because yeah, dude, that is so fucking true because we've all been there in that moment where
And
the
not
thing we were
over-
sure
yeah.
was going to be doing it doesn't do it. And you're like, fuck.
Well, I
Not
mean,
over
and how you react.
prioritizing preparedness. Yeah, if you're too prepared, then you're going to fall flat on your face the first time you have a problem.
Well,
Like,
proper preparation prevents piss poor performance, right? That's the whole.
I love that, dude.
right? But there is something to being over prepared and not being able to move in the moment. And you got that's a different skill. And I think when it comes to comedy, that's hosting. Hosting teaches you everything that you didn't know that you needed to know.
Yeah.
It's like how to recover a room, how to deal with somebody that bombed, how to handle a bad crowd member, all those things. How to deal with
a cold room.
How to deal
like,
with
how to
a cold room.
how to get a room going.
Absolutely.
That's
yeah.
that's your job because if like as a host, like if you come in, if they're cold to start, your job is by the end of your set, they should be laughing.
Yes.
They should be going so that you hand that off to the feature. He's got a warm crowd to just keep, and then boom.
ride that wave.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is expertise and repetition are all part of that. You know what I mean? It's all part of being the master of something. And I think that I don't know, man. I'm getting fucking sidetracked.
Meta.
Yeah, I'm going off and fucking getting philosophical and shit.
I don't even care, dude. Go for it, bro. It's all you. Yeah, no.
I just
I like
think
that quote though. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Yeah, it's an army thing. Yeah,
That's what I'm like. I won't stick in my head there, probably.
but I mean, it is true, man. The more you prepare, the better off you are. But also, there is some, like I'm saying, there's something to preparing in a different way. It's like it's not always preparation isn't always what you think it is.
Yeah.
It's not always just sitting down and looking at something and going over it and over it and over it and over it. Preparing
Sometimes it's stepping away from it.
but it's training how you fight. You know, you have to train how you fight, and that's why comedy you can only practice it live.
Yeah.
There's the only profession in the entire universe that you have to practice live.
Because live is where you get that feedback,
Yeah,
that
it's
assurance.
what the art is. It's
Yeah.
like it's where it's practice. Like, and you can write all you want, but you can't figure out if it's funny or not,
Yeah.
and you can't work out the beats.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize, unless like as a musician and comic, dude, like the musicality of comedy is so. There's rhythms, there's beats. That's why, like when you hear those things with comics, they say those things. It's like that's the same thing musicians would say. So it's like
Yeah.
it's the idea is like creating that craft, and like that's a huge part of it, dude. Is just developing that.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you guys have shared the experience where you're on stage and you're going through your jokes and you say something for the first time and then it gets a laugh, but you didn't expect it to get a laugh. You thought that was more filler going through, and you latch onto that. You realize like, oh, that's a beat that I didn't realize was there. That can only come out in that live format.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it's like you just riff and you're like, you take an idea and then you had one thing and then you just hit it with something else and then something else. And that's fun because you get to like take a thing. That's like the tagging, like because you can take one joke and then just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, hit them again, again, again. That's too with like crowd work. It's like I noticed one thing with you is you'll do your shit and then you're like picking on them and then you're like and going back and then you come back around later and then somewhere you'll get them back in there again and you're like kind of rein it back in again and create that. It's like there's that.
That's because, man, I don't believe that I'm there for anybody. I believe I'm there with you.
Yeah.
It's like it's a shared experience. You know what I mean? We're all doing this. I'm just here with you. You know, I'm not here as a fucking amuse-bouche. I'm not your fucking meal. This is a shared collective experience that we're all having. So let's just talk about that.
Yeah.
Because the thing in itself, comedy in itself is strange.
Yeah.
Just getting up here to talking to a microphone to make you laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you explain that to people that have no idea what comedy is, they're gonna look at you like, "That's fucking what?" It's a weird thing.
Well, and it's like a weird thing when it's like you have a life to live outside of it that isn't always funny, and so coming in and doing that can be a weird thing where
the darkest clouds make the most beautiful rainbows.
Yeah, well, and it's like to be paid to be funny is like it's a different thing because like being funny is such a thing that like most comics are just naturally that way anyway. But then when it's like anything, when you start getting paid for it, it changes your relationship with that thing so that now it's a job. And in that way, you have to perform. You have to bring it. Certain things are expected of you.
Buddy, I've said this on 1,000 podcasts. I've said it 100 million times in my life. And if any of my ex-girlfriends heard me saying it, they would slap the shit out of me. But funny is a gift and comedy is a craft.
Yeah.
And
I love that, dude.
I've met some of the funniest people in my life, man, just sitting in a fucking barbershop or a waiting room somewhere. And then I've met some of the most unfunny people doing comedy off stage. And they get on stage and they absolutely fucking murder. Mm-hmm. And they're the funniest thing you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And it's because funny is a gift, but knowing what to do with it, that's a craft.
Dude, that is fucking, dude, that, like, I do these text quotes. That's going to be what I put on yours. I'm like, you hit me with that. I'm like, that's such a great, it's so true, bro. Because it's like,
we can all make a
funny,
box.
funny is, it's like, that funny proves nothing. Like, if you're funny, like in a moment, like anybody can be funny in a moment for a second. Like to me, like you're saying, the craft is being able to get that on a command.
Yeah.
And having that that level of like, and it's really an understanding of the human condition. We as comics are like we're examiners. We're whatever you want to call it. That's what we're commenting on mostly is our like what we're seeing with the human condition. Dude, and putting it out there. That funny, dude, it's...
Yeah, funny, it's like an energy that just sort of hovers in humanity. But
absolutely.
Comedy is that harnessing of it and focusing it and, making
and you know it when
own.
you see it. You're like, oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, the way I always put it is anybody can make a box, right? You can make a box. You can put 6 pieces of wood together, right? Now watch a carpenter do it. Mm-hmm. The clasps are seamless. The edges are perfect. It's sanded. It's polished. There's velvet interior. There's a mirror. Mm-hmm. The difference between funny and comedy is the difference between something being purchased and not purchased.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
it's a refined product in a way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Funny is raw sugar, but comedy's donuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the refined. Yeah, this is a process. I created this thing, and now I'm serving it to you, and to your delight. You're like,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's.
I took the same life that you're experiencing, or a similar life, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. We're all in the same fucking.
We're all sharing
rock.
this planet. Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, and we're all like, it's like comics aren't living some extraordinary life. They're living a life just like pretty much everyone else is living in this world, except they're just finding the places where. This like because that's what it is, dude. It's when you talk about comics, they always talk about your voice. It's like that's really what this comes down to. It's your lens and refining that and your uniqueness of you. And it's like because that's the thing. Like I want to hear what Bill Hicks would have done about 9/11, said about 9/11. I want to hear what Carlin would have said about COVID. Those it was. It's not any one joke that makes the comic. It's the perspective that makes you, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's definitely where I feel like if you're in tune with that and what you said to say that too, connecting. That's what the edgelords should take note because that's ego serving shit. The real shit, if you always remember, is like the idea here is to connect with people. Yeah. So if I'm going to alienate people right off the bat, how does that work? Like you don't like the art is the general art or artist is always like the art is the seeking of connection.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going back to like the food analogy with like super edgy, super in your face comedy versus something that's more refined. It's like Hot Wings, like a really in your face edgy comic. It's just XXX, like crazy hot, like you're like it's an experience and it's gonna get you to react, but it's the nice like nuanced flavor of a good wing that gets you coming back to that place.
Yeah, well, and you can have it. It's just like it should have a point. Like if you're gonna say something, like I'm not gonna say some edgy shit just to say it. If I say it, there's something I'm trying to say here. So I have to say, and like by the very nature sometimes of things I might want to talk about, yeah, it could be a hot button topic. How do I navigate this?
It's about how you
know?
connect that back to your own life.
Yeah, I'm not
and your
trying
own
to say something
experiences.
bombastic just to fucking get a reaction.
Yeah.
I did that as a younger dude. But it's like, it's not a thing that, to me, it's like you gotta, the connection part where you're like, okay, that's what I'm actually trying to do here. Because if you want to have people coming back, if you want to have people supporting the shit, it's like that connection's what's going to bring them into like, hey, you know what? Yeah, this guy, I like it. And like also, I like Jon's, shit. So I'm going to come back and see Jon again next time he comes in town. That's what you want. You want them leaving feeling that way, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, we kind of, I think, are close to out of time here,
We're
man,
in
unfortunately.
the end of the track.
Do you have anything you want to pipe? This is dropping Halloween, by the way, this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry I didn't dress up, dude.
No, I know. It's worked out because neither fucking did I. I was like, I that would have been, actually, I should have said something. And I was like, I
We
just
talked
felt like you
about
weren't
it.
going to dress up and
Yeah.
I didn't need to worry about it. And I was right. But
No, this is
yeah,
great.
I was
Thank
like,
you guys for
I
having
was
me.
wanted to, but I was like, I didn't have fucking time.
Yeah, people want to check out the podcast. It's Tammy's Boy.
Tammy's boy.
On all platforms, streaming. We've
Yeah.
had some cool guests, Brian Simpson, Dylan Carlino, and some fun guys.
Brian
and-
Simpson of the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Dude.
Live at Mothership on Netflix.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, and it's just digging into
Just
trauma.
talking about people's childhoods, man.
childhood.
It's not even all
and-
childhood. Yeah,
just
it's
childhood upbringing
parents.
and
Yeah. Who your parents?
wiring and
What was your childhood experience?
Some people had great parents,
yeah,
and even that presented difficulties.
yeah. Well, there's because there's no perfect world, so it's
No,
like
then you have to live up to that, and the
Yeah.
pressure of that can be greater than the pressure of not. So it's
Yeah.
like there is no right. I say it all the time on a podcast, man. Parenting's the hardest job in the world because you only get two examples.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Facts, bro. Dude, that's great, man. I hope like that you keep that like fucking going strong, man, because that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
like
man.
a really cool
Thanks, brother.
thing to do. And shout out to Tammy.
Yeah.
Bro,
Shout
but
Big
thanks
shouts
to
to
Jon
Tammy.
Carden, bro. Thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah,
I
thank you
appreciate
guys
you,
for
man.
having
Yeah,
me.
dude. We'll do it again sometime in the future, man.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Listen.